Before skyscrapers, before Wall Street, before it became the most powerful city on Earth, there was a time when New York didn't even exist. No bright lights, no concrete jungle, only forests, rivers, and silence. This is the story of New York in the 1600s, a city that was never meant to become what it is today. In the early 1600s, Manhattan was not a city. It was wild land. Thick forests covered the island. Deer moved freely. Rivers were clean. The air was untouched. Native tribes lived here for generations. They didn't build empires. They lived in balance. To them, this land was sacred, not something to be owned, but something to be respected. They had no idea that the world was about to change forever. In 1609, a European ship entered these waters. The men on board were explorers. They weren't searching for beauty, they were searching for power. Gold, trade, control. When they saw this land, they didn't see forests, they saw opportunity. A perfect harbor, a strategic location, a gateway to a new world. This place was too valuable to ignore. By the 1620s, the Dutch arrived. They built a small settlement and named it New Amsterdam. It wasn't a city, it was a trading post. Wooden houses, dirt roads, simple walls for protection. Life was harsh. Cold winters, limited food, constant fear of attack. But the Dutch had one goal: trade. Fur was gold. Beaver skins were wealth, and New Amsterdam slowly grew. Not through beauty, but through business. This early New York was dangerous. There were no real laws, no police, no safety. Different cultures lived together. Dutch traders, English settlers, African slaves, native tribes. Languages mixed, beliefs clashed. Arguments turned into fights, fights turned into blood. This city was chaotic, but alive. Unlike European cities controlled by kings, New Amsterdam was driven by money. If you could trade, you belonged. Not all stories were heroic. Slavery existed here. African men and women were forced to work. They built roads, they built houses, they built the foundation of the city. But history rarely remembers them. Their pain was buried under progress. This city was rising, but it was rising on suffering. In 1664, everything changed. British ships appeared in the harbor. The Dutch were unprepared. No strong army, no real defense. Without a single major battle, New Amsterdam surrendered. Just like that, the city changed owners. The British renamed it New York, named after the Duke of York. A new name, a new ruler, but the same hunger for power. By the late 1600s, New York was still small. No skyscrapers, no global influence, but something special was growing: freedom. Unlike other colonies, New York allowed different religions, different cultures, different ideas. Merchants, thinkers, dreamers. This diversity became its strength. The city learned one rule early: adapt or die. Now, imagine this. What if the Dutch never lost New Amsterdam? What if the British never took control? Would New York still become a superpower, or would it remain just another forgotten port? History is fragile. One decision, one surrender, one moment, and the future changes forever. The wooden huts of the 1600s became the steel giants of today. The muddy roads became concrete arteries. The traders became billionaires. But deep under the city, the past still exists. Every street, every building, every shadow, built on a story few people remember. New York was not born great. It was born hungry. Hungry for trade, hungry for power, hungry for the future. The city you see today was shaped by risk, conflict, and survival. This is New York before the empire. And this was only the beginning.